What's up, guys? It's your boy Barry Vibes back at it again with another video for you guys. Let's go. So, if you haven't noticed, Squid Game season 3 has come out. Squid Game season 3, guys. I know, like, what else can you do with it at this point? Um, but I started it a couple days ago, and I binge watched the rest of it last night. Now, let me get into it for you guys. All right, spoil alert for those of you that haven't watched the full season of season 3. Okay, so episode 1. Here's my honest opinion of episode 1. It started off pretty laid back. It was not so intense. It was like the aftermath of what happened in season 2. Okay, so the aftermath, what happened in season 2, what happened is the that battle between the guards and the players, led by main character, I think Sung and whatnot. Yeah, led by that. So basically, already know the aftermath of that. They basically kept him alive, brought him back into the sleeping quarters of the players in a casket. That was actually pretty like crazy, wild. Like I honestly thought he died. Not gonna lie, but they kept him alive. Um, and then fast forward to the game. See, what really picked it up, what really like blew my mind, honestly, was the first game that they introduced in season 3. And that first game was hide and seek, where they pinned the red group against the blue group, and the blue group they got equipped with these keys, and those keys open doors, and either it opens doors to rooms where you can hide in, or it opens doors to like there's this one scene where a dude was running from one of the reds because the reds have knives, and they have to kill the blues to pass. And then in order to stay safe, the blues have to find the way out doors. But there are a lot of doors. There's room doors. There's doors that lead to fucking just like you fall to your death. And that's a lot of blue players um, necessarily ran into those difficulties and issues, which I find pretty interesting. Um, it really brought out the psychoness in all the red players, I believe. And plus all the betrayal and all the shadiness of the blue players. Not gonna lie. Um, Unfortunately, player 120 passed away. He died. She died. Unfortunately, player 120 passed away in that game, which honestly kind of broke me. Not gonna lie, they was fucking shit up, like back to back. Like for being a blue player, they fucking um gave the red players a run for their money. Like it was fucking shit up, fighting and stuff. Stole a knife from one of the red players, killed him, and then they start running on rampant. Um, every red player they came across, they killed until they got snuck by. See, I'm not really good with names in these shows, but they got snuck by the father of the by the boyfriend of the pregnant girl. Got snuck, so he was like sitting there like because one player 120 found the way outdoors, and they was gonna go through, but then it was like, all right, let me go save them. So they went back, and they was like, all right, they opened the door. As soon as they opened the door, dude came up behind him. And that honestly broke me for a little bit until um so the pregnant girl and the grandma was going to run to safety, and it's weird, I don't know, the grandma killed the son or the grandson, and yeah, even though the grandma was supposed to be a red, so they swap teams, both of them swap teams, the pregnant girl swap teams, us and the other girl and the grandma swap teams, which I honestly did not understand why they put themselves in that predicament. To be honest, like I feel like that was a very dumb thing to do, in my opinion. I could be like it could be totally wrong about this, really. But I do feel like that was dumb. The second game, by far, um, that jump rope game was like honestly so fucking so scary because a lot of like I was feeling like it was an easy game as far as like a lot of people knew the timings and all that stuff, but then the unpredictable, the unpredict, you can't predict the player's mindset. So like, as you can tell, once that one dude crossed over, another dude crossed over before him, he grabbed him and then pushed him off, and he started doing that to everybody else until he got stopped. Of course, like you never really know. Um, I do want to say player 100, fucking asshole, fucking bitch. I hate him. So annoying, to be honest. Um, and those other people, other couple of people that was annoying too. Um, yeah, it was by the fact of like them trying to just kill the baby and stuff like that. Like the baby didn't ask for that. The baby didn't ask to be born into that fucking what's name. So why are you gonna take it out on him, greedy bastards? But yeah, the shows, the episodes was like after episode one, from episode 2 to 6 was just outrageous. Depending like as far as like the games, and then like the secret local the secret like the the girl that defected, right? Um, and went down, saved the player, and then came back to. Okay, I feel like she shouldn't have. She should have just burned her foul, but I feel like she shouldn't have burned everybody else's and every all the records and shit like that, because they could have fucking uh, tracked everything down. But that's in my opinion. I mean, it could have got it. It would have got it destroyed regardless because of the self destruct. You know, the evacuation that the game host initiated, which the game host, badass, mask, badass, outfit, badass. To be honest, just like the whole demeanor, like, just like no fucks given. Um, Another annoying thing, and I'm pretty sure you can relate with me. I'm pretty sure you can relate with me in this whole like honest like take is the fucking what do they call them? I think the chairman, yeah, the rich fucking white folks or whatnot, and that one Asian girl, of course. Um, so annoying, so freaking utterly irritating, in my opinion. I think it's just the fact that they're rich, and you know how like the rich complex, like, oh yeah, you poor motherfuckers, die type shit. That's like how like that's like the premise of their whole personality in that whole show, of course. Um, is I think that's just the fact of the point of this what irritated me. It's like everybody's a pawn to them, including the baby. Um, I do feel like the ending, how the ending went, the main character sacrificed herself for the baby to survive, was chef kiss. Like it may have been oddly like sad, but he went out with good morals, and the baby won. And then he ended up the game host gave the baby to his I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's his brother. And plus, um, I think was it all or half? Yeah, gave half to his brother and half to the main character's daughter that lives in the U.S., which I find it utterly like I find it I find it like it's like gives the game host a sense. It's like it gives the game host a sense of morality and empathy, in my opinion. That really gave him a little redemption arc. Um, but yeah, I really I what I rate, like, I don't know how you guys rate season three. But what I rated a 7.5. It could have done better. The ending a little bit, a little parts of the ending was disappointing. The fact about them teasing Squid Game USA. Me personally, me personally, I I'm probably not gonna watch it. I don't think I think it just doesn't it wouldn't hold the same interest, wouldn't hold the same audience. Uh, it wouldn't hook me like this Squid Game did. I have a feeling that that could have been left out. Um, but other than that, I do rate it a 7.5. But let me know what you rate it, because I'm always open to looking at other people's perspective and opinions on a variety of things. So definitely drop a like, comment your opinions on season three of Squid Game, and subscribe for more, because like your boy gonna be dropping. He's gonna be dropping gems as much as he can. Right? And you know who's going to benefit from that? You are. You know why? Because as you support me, I'm gonna support you. As I get support, you're gonna get extra support. Vice versa. Well, anyway, it's dinner time for me, and I hope you have a wonderful night, evening, or morning whenever you're watching this. You already know what it is.